Welcome back, trainers. So, as I am recording this, we have 2 more days to catch Rayquaza, so we can get that experience, get the candies as you need them, or if you're trying to get a better IV one. So, as you can see, I have a 2083 100% here. I'm just happy I was able to even see one. Okay, so I didn't get very many balls. We're starting off with 9. Oh man, I was getting really nervous. So, we're going to have to see if I even catch this thing. Okay, trainers, so we are going to be powering up that Rayquaza quite a bit because it's a 100, and I was trying to save my rare candies to get 1,000 of them, but the thing is, when you encounter a 100 Rayquaza and actually catch it, plans tend to change. So we're going to go ahead and do this right now. I was contemplating whether or not I want to completely max it out or not, but I think it's unnecessary to do that quite yet. I did transfer quite a bit of rare candies, so we're sitting at that. Alrighty, so the reason why I want to power up Rayquaza is because it is the best dragon attacker in the game. I did power up and almost max out my other 98, but this is a 100 and it's just going to be nice to have 2 of them. But the only downfall about doing this is, as opposed to maxing out a Dragonite, which I have 100 Dragonite I can max out. But the only problem is with Rayquaza is you can't drop them in a gym. With Dragonite, you can drop it in a gym. I'm not I drop Dragonites once in a while, maybe on a drive-by, or I don't know, depending on how I feel. But I don't usually drop them in there because they're double weakness to ice. But when I max out Rayquaza, there's no dropping it in a gym. So that's okay though. It is what it is, because there's plenty of other things, like, well, just other dragons down the road that I want to use Rayquaza on. I'm really hoping though, let's go ahead and get this started, shall we? All this talking. I'm really hoping that they drop a dragon raid that's not a legendary. Just, you know, a normal raid that pops all the time, so that I have these dragons. But on the flip side with Rayquaza, it is also flying type. And this is a good Pokemon because it can learn both flying quick move and flying charge move. So that is going to be fun to use, and I should probably test out 2 flying type moves with it against a Machamp raid when I max this thing out, because ooh, that already sounds like a killer, because I was using its air attacks and they move quite quick. So that's another option there. So things that are weak against flying, it's not going to just be a strict dragon attacker. If you want to switch it up to flying, then you can do that, and it's going to be super effective to grass and to fighting types, okay? So that's a plus as well, that it's not completely, you know, useless if there's nothing else weak to dragon. It's like you can switch it up a bit, so that's cool. And with the possibility of Latios and Latias being announced within the next few days, this should be a great asset. Now, the move that you want to see on them is going to be Solar Beam and Thunder. When you see those are going to be the green light for dragons, or Psychic. If it has Dragon Claw, it's going to be doing pretty good amount of damage, and the only problem with that one is it's going to be frequently attacking with that move because it's 3 bars. Is it going to just one-shot you like Rayquaza does with Outrage at the raid? No, but it's going to hurt you, and when it keeps coming in like that, it's going to, you know, stack up damage. Nonetheless, Rayquaza is going to be a magnificent attacker to go for those raids. Now, the only problem I'm thinking is, please, Niantic, don't drop the Reggies on us right now. Please give us Latios and Latias. Ooh-wee. Now, we'll see in the next couple days. We haven't gotten any announcements, which is odd. You'd think we would have gotten one by now, but we should probably be seeing some sort of announcement and update on the phone probably in the next day and a half or so. If anything, maybe today, but I don't know. We'll have to see. So it's getting up there right now. Still only 4 candies per power up. Alright. 100 Rayquaza. Now that is something amazing. So what'd you guys think about that catch, huh? Whoa, I was getting nervous there. I was throwing those bad throws towards the end. And then that last one. Let me tell you something. Alright. If you're on your last ball and you throw it and then it breaks out immediately, obviously you didn't catch it. But if it shakes more than one time, if it stays in there, your last ball, and it just, you know, does one shake, you don't have to worry about the other 2 shakes. You're gonna catch it. I can't say that with 100, almost 100 certainty, but I don't know what some sort of like random number generator could possibly make it pop out after 2 shakes on your last ball. I don't know if that's ever happened, but if it shakes more than once at the very last, you're good. You're safe. So that was a relief to see that. I couldn't believe it. I was thinking to myself, well, at least I have my 98 powered up. No big deal. It was cool to just see one. But the fact that I caught it on my last ball was just, whoa. I'm serious. I was so nervous. It felt like I was at my first Mewtwo. Man, that first throw I did on my Mewtwo was a bad throw as well. And I still caught it on a critical throw. I hit it like on the tail, the Mewtwo. That was incredible. My first one. So yeah, Rayquaza. Rayquaza. It's my second 100 legendary. My first one was Groudon. This is the... Every time I see one, I catch it. The Groudon, I had no clue. So I wasn't nervous. I had no clue it was 100. So that was nice. I didn't know it was that until I checked the IVs after I caught it. So it was just like, oh, there was no nerve, you know, shaking there. But with this one right here, immediately when I started recording is when the number shrinks down in the side. I seen the number 83. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a 100. I can't believe it. So yes, when the confetti appears after you beat the raid boss and the number is shrinking, pay close attention to the last two digits, because, or the last three, I suppose. It will tell you what number you're going to get, in fact. So I knew right away. I turned on the camera. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a 100, finally. All right, put in some work and they give me a 100. So we're going to get this up, looks like 235. We're just going to spend the remainder candies on this. So yeah, I'm happy that this one is joining the team. I mean, you can't go wrong here. Outperforms Dragonite. But I've said this before, the only difference between this one and Dragonite is Dragonite has less attack, but a little bit more defense. I feel like it obviously can take more hits, so that might contribute to it dealing more damage because it's staying in the fight longer. Talk about Dragonite as opposed to this one right here. So there we go. Oh man, 35.93. Let's see where this thing lands on my Pokemon here. Let's get rid of these. All right, 2 of them. There we go. I need to find a good name for that. All right, guys, 100 Rayquaza. There it is. Amazing. So keep an eye out. We have a couple more days. Today is the 14th. This thing disappears on the 16th. So what are we gonna get next? You guys already know what I've been dropping, what I think. But let's just see, because it's either gonna be the Latios, or it's gonna be the Regis. I mean, it's simple as that. Unless they do some sort of new event where they drop mythicals. You have it. Not completely maxed out, but I mean, give me a break. It's pretty much outputting the best damage that it's going to be doing. If I power it up 2 more times, it'll be like a couple more little points added. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Hey, 100. Hey, let's go. Now I have to try to get a 100 on the next legendary. So, and yes, I'm walking my shiny Mightyana because it just looks amazing. Okay, one more thing really quick before I end this video. I actually want to change both of its, or I think I just need to change one of its moves. Alright, let's go. Come on. Outrage first try. You know what? I was going to keep that move and go test it out against a Machamp. So I think I'll keep that one for now. Yeah, that works. What does it have for its first one here? Dragon Tail. Let's go ahead and go with... There we go. Alright, so we're going to actually go test that out. Not right now, but expect that video. I'm going to do it before the 16th because I already know it's going to be madness once Latios, if Latios and Latias are released, or the Regi trio. But the thing is, guys, they're not letting up. There's always a next legendary. That's the pattern we've seen. That's why I'm so convinced at what is next. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll be catching you all later. Take care.